Welcome, everybody. YouTube's always being a pain sometimes when trying to get the stream set up. So for those of you that have been waiting, I appreciate you guys sticking around on here and waiting. We're going to get this stream going here real soon. We'll just wait for a few people to get on here, and then we're going to get this drive stream underway because we're going to be driving about almost 2 hours to get to our destination. Truck fan, good to see you. Welcome. Hope everyone's doing well. We are in Pacific time. It is currently 10:36 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Currently in Henderson, Nevada right now. We're going to be driving to St. George, Utah for today's drive stream. I haven't done a live stream for you guys in a while, and it's way overdue for me to get one going for you guys as well on this channel. I know I do a lot of streaming on Royal King of the Rails, so if you guys want to see more of me live, always check out Royal King of the Rails because I will always do live streams on there. We'll be doing one Wednesday actually in a very special spot on a very busy line, so stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up Wednesday. Zoe, I'm doing good. Glad to hear from you. Hope you're doing good as well. We're gonna get on the road here in a few minutes, just get everything going here, and hopefully my phone's not gonna overheat as well while we're in the desert heat, because I mean it's already currently outside, it's already about 94 degrees out here with the UV index of 8, which is very high already for today. I mean, it makes sense though, because the sun comes up at like 5:20 in the morning, which that's the one thing I hate about this area, is it gets bright so early in the morning. So hope everyone is doing well today. We're gonna get the stream going. Having Gatorade and stuff. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gotta go check some messages. Sorry to hear, Zoe. I know it's tough, but just hang in there. Just I hope you know that you got people like myself, Elevator Rock On, the family of Elevators Rock On. They're all here for you. Just I hope you understand that. There's a lot of people out here that care for you. I know anxiety it's always tough, and I understand. All right, well, we're going to get started here real quick. I want to point out something here while we're parked here. You can actually see the Las Vegas skyline over there. And if you look over there, if you guys look right above my finger right there, you can actually see the Luxor right there, that pyramid-shaped building, the one that has a point. That's the Las Vegas skyline right there. We're currently sitting in Henderson, Nevada. We're actually sitting in an office building parking lot right outside the resort I was staying at. We'll be moving out of here in a second. We're going to be coming back here, though, another day during this trip. But for now, we're doing a driving live stream as we head up to St. George, Utah. We do need to get on the road. We're going to lose an hour when we get there as well, because Utah's in the Mountain Time Zone, and we are in the Pacific Time Zone at the moment. And I think I just noticed something. Yeah, the engine started. This is a hybrid Camry, by the way, just for the record. And it looks like we have the engine now on. So this thing, it's interesting because sometimes the engine will be on for gas, but I think it's also part electric as well, if I recall. This is, I guess I'll give you guys a tour of the car. We got the map right there. I got that all set. We're going to get to our destination at 1:25. That's going to be Mountain Time. Got our dashboard right there and everything. We're starting with 29,700, like that. Here's the car. And here's me. Hope everyone's doing well today. We're going to get on the road here real soon, and we'll get things going here. Yeah, we will do a live stream of driving through the desert, because, I mean, it's very scenic out here. I think you guys will really like this as well. So, I guess with that being said, shall we get on the road? And if you guys are ready, make sure you guys hit the like button as well. Ooh, nice, Davis. Hope that goes well for you, dude. That sounds like fun. Thanks for coming on though and saying hi for a little bit. Enjoy your date. That's huge. I hope you have a nice time with that. So with that being said, everybody, we got 8 viewers on here, 3 people watching. If someone could throw the stream in my Discord server and just ping the live streams roll, do something like that. Zoe, I think you're the only one on here that can do that. If you could do that, that'd be great. But otherwise, guys, here we go. And actually, you know what, real quick, I'm going to reset the average. Okay, so I just reset the average for driving this car, the average amount of gas per miles and stuff like that. So we're gonna see how much we get. Avenue. And if we look right here to the right, I'll actually go this way even though it's telling me to go left. This right here is actually the resort I was staying at, the Green Valley Ranch Casino and Spa Hotel. Very nice, actually. But now we're going to, there's no sign.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Carnegie Street.
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to make a U-turn. There's no sign that says we can't.
Make a U-turn at East Serene Avenue, then turn right.
So we're just going to go this way. My map's going to be all screwed up here.
Turn right onto St. Rose Parkway.
I'm actually going to turn that down just a little bit. That way I'm not talking over it and you guys aren't hearing that over me as well. But hopefully everyone's doing well. It's been a while since I've done a live stream on James Smith for 39. I need to do more. I rarely ever do computer streams anymore nowadays because honestly I just have no motivation to do them, because more often than not I'm always working on getting videos posted for you guys on all my channels. So do understand that probably is the case if I'm not doing streams there. It's easier to do mobile streams anyways. But the other thing that's nice about this area, you can actually see we have a lot of office buildings here in the area.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
These will all be buildings I will hit when I return here, because I will be coming back to Henderson tomorrow, actually. Doing a day and a night trip up to Henderson. Going to be spending a night in a hotel there. I actually got on the route to one of the hotels. There's many hotels up in St. George.
Turn right onto St. Rose Parkway.
There's many hotels up in St. George that I'm going to get content at as well and stuff. Hey Brian, how you doing? Good to see you. And, yeah, there's a lot of office buildings right here as well. So Henderson, I mean, I was already planning on, I already put a bunch of locations down as well for Henderson, but we're gonna make our way to St. George.
Sign, turn right.
And yeah, like I said, we're gonna lose an hour while we drive there as well. So technically you could say, we could classify this as mountain time and say that it's almost noon, because it's about 11:44 right now mountain time, and that's going to be the time I'll be going by when I get to St. George. And I think through the route we're actually going to pass through a little bit of Arizona, if I recall from what I saw on the route as well, because I think we're taking Interstate 15 is the route that we're going to go north on.
Stay in the left lane. Go past this light, then at the next one, turn left.
See, I wish the instructions told me ahead of time I was going to be getting ready to turn.
Use the left 2 lanes to merge onto I-215 West.
That's the only downside about Apple CarPlay's. That's what I like about my when I'm on my regular map instructions. I can click at it and see what's next. That way I can prepare. What lane do I need to be in so I know where to turn next? And as you saw there, I had to go all the way from right to the left. All right, sounds good, truck fan. Thanks for stopping on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the live stream. It's going to be a nice scenic view on our way. You can already see the Rocky Mountains in the distance. You can also see part of the Las Vegas Strip. Probably we'll see more as we get driving, though.
In 5.5 miles, take exit 12A to merge onto I-15 North toward Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's already a hot day out here in Henderson. It's gonna get up to 103 today. I'll throw cruise control on here. Yeah, as we start to drive a little bit more, you guys will actually be able to see the strip. The famous Las Vegas Strip. And just know I won't be able to look at everyone's messages because I'm driving, so I'll try to peek every now and then, but I can't guarantee that I will see every message. So moderators, just keep an eye on the chat and everything like that as well. It's a rental car. Yeah, there you go. Now you guys can see the Las Vegas Strip way in the distance up there. As we get closer, you'll start to see some of the more famous buildings like the Luxor, which is that pyramid-shaped building. See buildings like Mandalay Bay, probably MGM Grand as well, the Excalibur, and a lot of the other very famous casino resorts and hotels that Las Vegas has to offer. All right, let's put cruise control on. And all right, here we go. We're cruising. Yesterday, I flew in and I arrived at the Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas, which I think we're going to drive by it, I think, based on the way we're going, because we're going to be getting on Interstate 15 here in a bit. Yeah, this is a Toyota Camry. I want to say it's a 2024, maybe a 2023. It's got about almost 30,000 miles on it. I'll actually be hitting it at 30,000 once we do a little more driving this trip. I mean, right now we got 123 miles to go till we get to the first stop in St. George. So we're definitely going to be putting the miles on. We'll definitely hit 30,000 by the end of this trip. Plus, I've already made plans as well later on the trip.
Take exit 12A to merge onto I-15 north toward Las Vegas.
Yeah, you can kind of see the airport to the right. There's a Southwest plane taking off right now. But yeah, to the right is the infamous strip right there, and you can see a lot more. Yeah, I can see MGM Grand, the Mandalay Bay, the Luxor, and a lot of the other famous hotels in the area. I'll be doing more of the strip when I get back as well. I already did MGM last night in terms of filming there. And then as we continue to drive, you'll see out here as well, you're going to see a lot of hotels, a lot of the smaller hotels. It's ironic because a lot of these hotels, they're smaller, quote unquote, but yet they're some of the bigger chains like Marriott, Hilton, and all the other hotels out here, unlike some of the other ones, the casino style hotels.
Stay in the second or third lane from right.
Hey Jack, how you doing?
Use the right two lanes to take exit 12A to merge onto I-15 north toward Las Vegas.
Good to see you. I'm doing good. Glad to be on vacation for a little bit, get away from home for a bit and stuff like that. Good to hear from you. It's been a while. Nice to see you though. Got
Take the exit.
10 people
then
watching.
Keep right to merge onto I-15 north.
We've got 10 people watching right now, so thank you to everybody that's hopped on it. Do me a favor if
Use
you guys
the right two lanes to keep right to merge onto I-15 north.
I'm going to turn that down just a bit more because I keep having to talk over it. But if you guys could do me a favor real quick and just hit that like button just to help with the stream and everything like that, that'd be greatly appreciated. That's all I ask from you guys, and I hope we get to see some more cool scenic views as we drive up into Utah. mean, I love the desert scenery and the desert roads that you see like this out here, the walls and everything, the rocks and the palm trees as well. It's different than what I'm used to, obviously, back home in the Midwest. But yeah, now we're starting to get closer to downtown. Now we're on I-15 going north. We should be on this highway.
120 miles. Continue straight.
I was going to say, we're going to be on this one for a while. We're going to be on here for 120 miles. So yeah, we're really starting to get closer to the strip now. So also, if you guys take a look further up to the left as we get closer, you're going to see the Allegiant Stadium. That's where the Las Vegas Raiders play football at. The Raiders recently moved here to Las Vegas. They actually used to play in Oakland, California. But Oakland's kind of gone downhill. They've been, I mean, it's unfortunate. They just had their baseball team just moved out. They're moving here as well. The Oakland Athletics, they're moving here to Vegas as well. But yeah, you can see a lot of the place here. There's Mandalay Bay to the right. I forgot what the W stands for on that hotel, or if it's just the W Hotel. I don't know for sure. But you got Allegiant Stadium there to the left, home of the Las Vegas Raiders. There's the Four Seasons Hotel as well. Westin? No, I don't know if there's a Westin. Maybe there's a Westin property. Not sure. I doubt the W stands for Westin. Yeah, once we get out of the city, we'll be more out of here, and there won't be as much. There shouldn't be as much traffic once we get further north here. The other thing that I like about this car as well, because my car, I drive a 2006, it's got cruise control and everything, but a lot of these newer vehicles, they have adaptive cruise control, which actually adjusts based on other vehicles in the area. So it also will adjust like the speed that your car is traveling at if there's another vehicle close up in front of you as well. So like when we were behind that semi truck just about a minute ago, we were going about 58. The speed limit out here is 65. I think Nevada's, yeah, I could be wrong on this, but I think Nevada's top speed for highway driving, I think, is 65. Michigan, it's 75. There's not many, but there's a few highways in Michigan, and more so in the country areas where the speed limit's 75. There's a Wyndham Hotel to our left, though. I don't know if you guys can see it, though, now. And then there's, over to your right. Oh, geez, thanks for cutting me off, dude. There's the Hilton to the right, and there's also the Trump Tower as well. Come on, man, you can merge. That's the other thing, too, I've noticed about Nevada. There is a ton of police presence out here, so you won't really catch me speeding. It's just, I'm not, it's not worth it. I mean, the police are everywhere out here. Hey, Neil, how you doing? The other thing, too, as well, guys, for me to focus on your messages as well, be sure to send shorter messages. The shorter your message, the easier it is for me to read. Plus my phone brightness, I probably should have turned the brightness up on it. And I am plugged in charging, so my phone battery won't be a problem. It's just going to come down to I hope we don't have too much sun. Yeah, I'm trying to feel my phone. Is it hot right now? Yeah, it's probably already warm. Yeah, it's already warm. I can feel it. Trying to make sure my phone doesn't overheat and stuff like that too. There's the chance that that could happen. The weather. Who said that? I'm trying to see. Oh, Master Tech Paul. Hey, how you doing? The weather, it's hot. It is very hot right now here in Vegas. It is 94 degrees with a UV index of 8, which means you better be wearing sunscreen if you're out here for a while. You will get burnt. But yeah, we're pretty much going to be on this highway the whole time to get to St. George. That's kind of nice, you know, just getting onto I-15, take that all the way, because you could take this all the way to Salt Lake City. But yeah, it is hot out here. So layer up with sunscreen because it's not worth it to get sunburned, and then obviously skin cancer from that as well. It is very, the heat and the UV index is very high out here. There's actually a little mall right here to the right. I don't know what mall this is though that we're going by. It's by World Market Center. Oh, there's a Chuck E. Cheese there as well. But yeah, like I said, now we're kind of getting out of the city, out of downtown Las Vegas and the Strip, so things are kind of starting to slow down on traffic. We don't have as much traffic now. Still a lot of stuff around here as well. I'll be making my way back here to downtown and the Strip as well. I'm more so concerned about the Strip when I come here as well, because the Strip has a lot of cool things as well. The biggest building that I have on my priority, and it's going to be for Tuesday. Tuesday's my plan to do some of the office buildings. The biggest building I have high priority of doing is the building. I'm not going to say the address because some people keep it undisclosed, some people don't. I probably won't undisclose it when I put it on YouTube just because it's a regular office building. There is a building, an office building in Vegas that has the original Schindler Iconic 10s, the same kind that the New York Marriott Marquis used to have. And that has been at the top of my list to do on this trip. But because I flew in yesterday and today is Sunday, I can't do it today or yesterday because office buildings typically aren't open on the weekends, and I'm not going to try to go film any office buildings on the weekends because it'd just be a waste of time. That's why I decided today I would drive up to St. George, do the hotels in the area, probably check out the National Reserve that they have as well while I'm there as well, because they got like a Red Cliff Canyon or something like that up there with scenic views as well that I would like to go check out, take pictures and views of as well. And I'll probably get some footage for the Trip Report movie. I mean, that's the other thing too. I am so behind on getting you guys Trip Report content as well, because I still have trips from 2022, the movies, like some of the small trips I did to like East Lansing, Battle Creek back when I actually stayed in hotels and stuff like that out there, or with a friend for the one East Lansing trip, and then some of the other vacations I've done. I got so much content vacation movie wise that I just need to get going. So I've also significantly cut back on how much filming I do for those as well, because the movies, they've just been so long in the past. I mean, the last one I just uploaded was the one where I went to New York and Pennsylvania. I mean, there was like, it was like a 6-part series. It was just too long. Hey, is that Jacob? Jacob, how you doing? Right, that's you, Jacob Hood, right? Did you changed your channel back, right? Did you changed I think to GTA Stepford, something like that? I'm trying to read while drive, but you do. Yeah, Stepford County. Yeah. Okay, it is. That's what I thought. Good to see you. You know, it's been a while as well since I've seen you. It's been a while since I've seen you, Jack, and a few others that are on here as well. Really, really good. Good to have you on here. How you been? Hopefully everything's going well for you. I just took my sunglasses off. That'll help with the drive as well. I'll be able to read messages easier. I'm busy with work and feeding my cats. Yeah, that's good. I've been busy too myself with work. I went to work Friday, and then a lot of you guys might remember I've done streams and stuff where I've spent the night at Detroit Metro Airport at the Westin Hotel. My parents decided, we decided not to do that this time. We decided to drive right to the airport early in the morning because our flight yesterday was around 9:15 was boarding time, and then we took off around 10. We just decided it would be better to save some money and just drive that morning to get there. So I went to work Friday, got home, quickly transferred more videos and did some video work. I had to get videos scheduled out so that way you guys have content to watch. And then I had to make room on my phone for obviously what I film on this trip. And that's my goal, is when I get to St. George really to start getting on with the elevator content, because I only got like 13 videos yesterday. I really did not get a lot. And I set a really high goal for this trip. I don't even know how close I'm gonna get. I think it's gonna be pretty hard to hit, but my goal is 250 elevator escalator videos. It's a lot. I'm not saying it's not doable, but I think the last trip when I go back there will help, because there's a lot of lobby elevators, there's the guest elevators, and then there's obviously the parking garage elevators and all that stuff. So there's a lot of that too that'll play a big role in how much I'm going to be able to get in terms of content. Speaking of videos, as you guys might have seen yesterday, we're near a railroad or something. I see we just passed a rail car. Yeah, you know what? I think it's the Union Pacific Caliente sub is nearby here. That's my rail fanner nerdiness coming out to you guys on here. Which, like I said, I will be doing a stream on Royal King of the Rails, my train channel, come Wednesday. We're gonna go to a very busy BNSF main line. We're gonna go to California for that, so that'll be pretty cool. So stick around for that. That'll be coming up your way soon as well. Oh yeah, there's a train actually to our left. I don't know if you guys can see it anymore. Yeah, it looks like a sand train. Yeah, it's a sand train. I don't know if it was moving though. No, I think it's just a yard. I see multiple tracks there. I decided I'm not gonna rail fan much. Maybe I'll stop by the tracks here in Las Vegas, but the thing is, the Union Pacific line that runs through here doesn't seem to get a lot of trains. So I've decided that it would just be better if I go somewhere where it's busy, worth my time. I'm only here till Thursday. Yeah, it's funny because I went to work on Friday, came home, packed late at night after I got done working on videos. Out here now in Vegas till Thursday. I get home Thursday night, then I'm going right back to work Friday morning. That is, unless I decide to call off. I probably won't. But unless we get in really late and I'm not going to get a lot of sleep, which I don't think it'll be a problem, because more often than not I can always sleep on the plane. We're going to be touching down pretty late. So we take off at like 3:30. Keep in mind we lose 3 hours as well, and it's a 4-hour flight. So I think we touch down at like 10 p.m. and then there's going to be a bit of a drive to get home. So yeah. Well, I mean, it shouldn't be anything too bad. I've gotten home. I did a day trip last year to Chicago by Amtrak. My friend and I, we got on the train in Pontiac at like 5:45 in the morning. We got there 10:30 Central Time. We got home to Pontiac at 2 a.m. the next morning, and then I went right to work at 7 a.m. So if I touch down at 10 p.m., that should be nothing compared to that. Got to ride some vintage trains from, oh nice, from Transit Museum. That's cool. I always like when they do that with trains, like they open up museums and stuff, so that way you can ride the trains and stuff and just have them on display. Okay, I stand corrected. The speed limit actually does go up to 75 here in Vegas. So with that being said, we're gonna increase our speed. Nice. That's good. That means we're gonna be able to go fast now. That's a whole 10 miles per hour we get to speed up to. That's nice, actually. Hopefully my phone is not too hot. Yeah, it's hot. I can feel it. I wish I could put like the blower on my phone. Like I could put like a blower like right here, like, and just have it put, at least blow cold air onto my phone just to keep it cool. Except for the most part, I think my phone's actually not in the sun. Just I think out here it is. I do think we're about to go, I could be wrong though. Thought I am seeing a railroad that we might be going over. Nope. I thought I saw some signals, but I guess not. Brooklyn Union Elevated Railroad. Oh, that's cool. Nice. For anyone that's a rail fan on here, what's your favorite railroad company? For me, I've personally always liked rail fanning Canadian National, just because in Michigan it's so convenient. Because it's first off, it's a railroad that has the most action in Michigan, because you got tons of trains coming and going from Canada. So it's really cool, actually. Okay, I don't know why the stream just cut for a second. My phone just went to the lock screen. Alright, hang on 1 second, guys. Just gonna blow some cold air on my phone. NYC subway in Chicago. Oh yeah, that's pretty. A little bit. I did just happen to hit reconnect. My thing. We might have limited service out here. CarPlay showing that I only got like one stream could drop. So Neil, obviously you live in India. I got a question for you. I've seen it on YouTube before. I just want to know how often it happens in your area. Is it true that people actually like will hop on trains like and ride on the outside, like ride on the doors, ride on top of the train and stuff like that? I've seen videos on YouTube. I just want to know if it happens in your area. Because if it does, I just think that's crazy that they allow for that to happen. So that was kind of cool. I just learned something that this car can do as well. That Nissan Sentra that just merged over in our lane, because he moved over so quickly, the car actually hit the brakes itself for me. I didn't have to do that because I had adaptive cruise control on. It's kind of almost like self-driving, really, if you think about it. I mean, obviously I got my hands on the wheel. I don't trust anything entirely. Not one bit. Unfortunately, it is the case with the local trains of Mumbai. Yeah, that's crazy. Now, here's a question for you then to respond to that. Is it a fact that they have a shortage of trains, or do they need, or do they just not have enough, like rail cars or something like that, to transport the people? Because I almost wonder if it comes down to, having, enough supply and demand, Yep. Currently 94 degrees out here. UV index still of 8 where we are. I don't even know if we're in Vegas anymore. Yeah, we are. We are still in Vegas. We're just in the I guess it's the outskirts. In my area, it's more teenagers that, yeah. Most local trains have 12 compartments. Wow, okay. I got you. Interesting, Neil. I'm trying to read all of what you're saying, but at the same time, it's hard to while I'm driving. And I'll turn my phone to the left. Speaking of trains, there's a rail yard over here to the left. You might not be able to see it now because of the guardrail, but actually, we're about to go over a railroad track right here. I think this is the Union Pacific Caliente sub. I think that's the only thing that runs out here. I know it runs partially along I-15. Oh, okay, not till 28 or 29. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, if you look to the right, you can actually see the railroad. You can actually see the steep grade that it has, that the trains have to climb. That is all a railroad track right there to the right. I see now. I actually do see signals though, but I can't tell if they're lit. They're probably approach lit out here because I don't think this line gets a lot. The tracks curve. I can see where they kind of go. Interesting. That's the big thing that really got me into trains, was just seeing where railroad tracks went and where all they run through. That was the biggest thing. especially in around the Pontiac, Michigan area. That was really the big reason I got into trains and stuff. So by the way, if you guys remember from at the beginning of the stream, for the people that started here, I reset the average on this car to see how many miles of gallons of gas we would save while driving. We are actually we're currently averaging a total of 51.2 miles per gallon. It's actually pretty good. It's really good. My ears are starting to pop though too with the elevation change, so that's also pretty interesting. Yeah, almost 400 miles to get to Salt Lake City. This is starting to remind me, you guys might recall, it is on YouTube already, if you guys recall the Utah Colorado vacation movie back in 2018, that's what this is starting to give me vibes of right now. Because I remember we flew into Salt Lake City, and the drive to get to Moab, Utah was longer than the flight. Which was crazy because it felt like we were on the road forever driving there. And the road that this has with all the desert plantation stuff is really starting to bring back that kind of vibe. Now, obviously, we're not going to be anywhere near. I don't know how far Moab is. I don't think it's close for where we're going to be because we're going to be in southwest Utah. We're not going to be terribly far, let's just say, from the Arizona border. Because like I said, I do believe we're going to be going through Arizona here in a little bit. We got about 88 miles till we get to our destination, which is going to be the Hampton Inn Hotel. It's the southmost hotel in St. George. I just figure we'll start there, work my way north. And once we get there, once we pull in there, we're going to end the stream. But that's not going to be for another hour. We're going to be live for a long time still. I don't know if I'm seeing things or not, but I swear I can still see the skyline of Las Vegas skyline in my rearview mirror. I'm not sure though. Okay, sounds good, Neil. By the way, there's those railroad tracks again. They came back. Tell you what, if we see a train and it happens to be going the same direction as us, we'll find somewhere to pull over and record it. I'll have to dig out and get my camcorder, but why not? I'm looking down the line right now, the main line. I don't see anything coming. But if these railroad tracks are going to be parallel with us for a while, which now I think they just crossed. I think they're on the other side of the road, of the highway now. Yeah, they are. They're on the left side now. The other thing too is there's really no railroad crossings out here either. We're in the desert, and there's really no railroad crossings out here. The other thing too that I'm wondering about is will we see any cacti along our way as well? Yeah, the scenery though out here is beautiful. Literally gives you Wild West vibes. I mean, that's what I love. I love the scenery out here. It's, like I said, it's different from what I see at home, and it's really nice. It's high noon. That's a good drink. High noon. High Noon vodka seltzers. I've had many of those. Those are good. Speaking of High Noon. So yeah, on the downside, I'm obviously going to lose an hour today, but an hour is not too much, but it will mean more when I drive back to Vegas tomorrow, because that means I'll just have an extra hour while I drive. So it essentially means the drive will be, quote unquote, 45 minutes with the gain of time, which is always nice. You know, the other vibe I'm getting out here as well. I'm getting Cars vibes out here from the movie Cars, Radiator Springs. Actually, I know we had Route 66 that was in the movie. Wasn't Brian? Maybe you would know. You know. I know you like the movie Cars. Didn't they mention something about Interstate 15? I know they mentioned an interstate, and I want to say it was 15, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask Siri on my Apple Watch real quick. In the movie Cars, what's the interstate that they refer to in passing through Radiator Springs? No, they're just giving me a description of Route 66. Which, I forgot to mention, we're going to be on Route 66 in St. George. It goes through there. And I actually got to drive on a little bit of Route 66 2 years ago, because back in 2023, I did a trip around this time. I think it was more so May, that we went to Scottsdale, Arizona. And on our way to the Grand Canyon, my dad and I were going to the Grand Canyon. I asked him if we could stop in Flagstaff to catch some trains there for a little bit. And so we did, but we also got to see historic Route 66 through there as well. So that was really cool. I actually was debating about going back to Flagstaff on this trip. I was thinking about going to Flagstaff as opposed to St. George. Actually, originally I was thinking about going to Flagstaff, but then I decided that's a pretty far drive. It's about 4 hours. I don't really want to be driving too far. So that's when I found St. George. I said, okay, we'll make this a small elevator journey. And then I figured, then that's when I got to the rail fanning side of me, and I said, do I want to see how busy Las Vegas is, or should I see if I can find something else? And sure enough, that's when I found Needles, California. So that'll be the stream on Wednesday when I do some rail fanning. Did you? I-66 or Route 66. I-40. Yes, I think it was I-40. You're right. Yeah, that's literally the song that's it's kind of stuck in my head right now, Brian, just because of the vibe out here. The song by James Taylor, Our Town. I think that's what it's called. Our Town. It's literally kind of in my head right now because of the vibe that this is bringing up. I mean, but I'm sure my parents would say the same thing if they were here. Cars was the first movie that I think they took me to see in the movie theater as a kid. And, you know, every generation will say this, and I will strongly state my opinion on this. 2000s kids grew up in such an era and such a great era of Disney and just a good time of being a kid that I don't think can compare at all to today's generation. I mean, everything more so is electronic now as opposed to, you know, obviously the 2000s, you know, technology and stuff was just really still becoming, you know, a big part of the future, which obviously is today. But in terms of like the way kids interact and, you know, like play, you know, play with each other as opposed to like, you know, playing with toys. A lot of stuff I just see now that a lot of parents just give them iPads and stuff, and you know, it's just different. I mean, yeah, I had an iPad when I was growing up too. I didn't get an iPad till I was in 4th or 5th grade, but you know, I think parents just give them electronics at much younger ages. I mean, I see 3rd graders and stuff with phones nowadays, which is insane. I didn't get my phone till I was my first phone till I was just finishing 5th grade. That's because my parents wanted me to have an iPhone so that way I could call them and, you know, have contact with them while I was in middle school and stuff like that. And then I didn't upgrade from that first iPhone probably till 10th grade, 10th, 11th grade. I had that same phone for about 7 years. Now I try to upgrade iPhones every few years. I'm probably going to upgrade this 13 Pro Max that you guys are watching the stream from, or the stream's being recorded on. I'll probably upgrade this maybe later this year, maybe next year. Yeah, if not late this year, then definitely next year, because I only have 128 gigs, and I get sick of, you know, having to, you know, free up so much space, having to offload apps. I can't even do the newest software update, the newest iOS, because it's 14 gigs, and if I do that, I'll be left with maybe 7-8 gigs at max for filming, and I'm not going to do that. I wanted the 256 gigabyte iPhone 13 Pro Max, but when I went to go trade my phone in, all they had at T-Mobile was 128s. Biggest mistake we did. Yeah, my first phone had 16 gigs. Yeah. I figured you were a 90s kid, Zoe. I was born in the early 2000s. And, you know, I remember what it was like being a kid, more so in the early 2010s. Because I was a little bit older then, and, you know, those were good times. Speaking of growing up, I think the elevator at my elementary school got modernized recently. I think it got modernized last year. Now, I will say, I did get a video of it back in 2020, and I think I got a retake of it in 2022. There was a certain way I was able to get into my elementary school without doing anything crazy, because a lot of the schools in my area, and that's a pro tip I'll give for a lot of elevator filmers. If you want to film elevators in schools, one of the best things you could do is try to go on an election day. A lot of schools close on election day and host election precincts. And I know this because I've worked many of those precincts. And that's how I was able to pull off filming the elevator at my elementary school. It's going to be a future video. I'm probably going to attempt to go back to get a mod. I think TK Elevator did the mod, from what I saw. I didn't get any of the parts. The only thing I was able to salvage, because it was next to the dumpster, two things actually I salvaged was a ThyssenKrupp manual folder and the car top, the original car top station the elevator came with when it was installed in 1980. It was like the early 80s is when it was installed. And I just think it's going to be worthy of a video that I probably post. Probably around 10K subscribers will probably be when I do it. Because that's going to be a big milestone eventually for the future. It's way out there, but it'll be very special to go up when that happens. The elevator at the blind school. It did? What was it originally when it was installed? Oh, really? You got to help inspect it? That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Cotton, is that a hold on. I'm guessing you used dictation and it didn't pick up the company correctly? Houghton, is that what you meant to say? I'm guessing here. Unless Cotton is a third-party elevator company I've never heard of. Oh, it actually did say Cotton. Oh, okay. Interesting. I figured maybe use dictation. Interesting. Never heard of it. It must be a third part. That's definitely gonna be a third party, smaller, generic company. Yeah, I like the adaptive cruise control that this car has because, I have cruise set to 79 and now we're going about 68. So this thing is actually adapting to slower vehicles in front of me, and I'm actually about to move over. Once this white car passes me, here we go. Now we'll speed back up. I only moved over because everyone was going around me. I hate being that driver that drives slow in the fast lane. Because like I said, I don't think there's many police out here now, but I'm not taking a chance. There's just no point. The sad thing is I've been criticized by some of my former railfan friends. Some that literally said to me, like, I drive too slow. It's like, yeah, because I don't want to get a ticket. I work hard for my money at work and stuff. Why am I gonna have bad driving show up on my record, and then why am I gonna go and just get pulled over and have to pay a lot of money for a ticket? It's like, I work hard for my money at my job and stuff like that. I mean, if you just follow the rules and stuff like that on the road and just be safe, be a safe driver, you'll be fine. I would like to think that that's a good opinion to have, but, again, there's people that would say otherwise, but whatever. You're driving self, what's that? Oh, if you meant Sam, no, it's not self-driving. It's adaptive cruise control. I still have complete control of the car. It's just I have cruise control on because with cruise, you probably don't know this because I know you don't drive, but cruise control allows you to set the car, and I can do it with my 2006 as well back home. You can set a certain speed, and what you do, first off, the best thing to do, oh, and there's a railroad crossing here to the right. What you do with cruise control is you set your car, you first off accelerate to the speed you want to go. In this case, speed limit's out here 75, so we accelerate to 75, and then you turn cruise control on. It keeps the car set at that speed. Now, my car doesn't have adaptive cruise control, so if I have it set at 75 and the car in front of me is going 60, if I don't slow down or hit the brake or anything like that, I'm going to go right through them. But adaptive cruise control, like this car has in a lot of, pretty much every newer car, adaptive cruise control allows the car to actually kind of have a little more control, so that way it can tell how far out the next vehicle is in front of me. So like, let's say this white car right here that's on the left lane were to pull over here in the right lane right in front of me, the car would respond to that and it would slow down. This car would. It would respond to that and slow down, because one of the best things when driving, so like this orange car that's pulling out here right now, my car sees it. It's not close enough to the fact that the car needs to slow down, but had he cut me off, the car would slow down a little bit to help avoid collision. It's just a little helpful safety device that cars, a lot of newer cars have to help drivers. You know, it helps obviously decrease the amount of accidents that happen. The problem is people, and that's why I like driving an older car, is I have complete control and I know what to do in those situations. There's gonna come a generation, that's the way things are headed, at least in my opinion, where people are going to be getting behind the wheel of a car, and they're not gonna have to do as much as like older generations like mine. When I say older, I'm talking about when I'm probably 80 in the future. Generations like mine will have grown up knowing how to have control, how to slow down, and how to, do everything. When we have self-driving cars in the future and stuff like that, no one's gonna really know as much. At least I don't think so. Eventually, once that generation comes and goes, you're not going to see that too much anymore. But like right now, this white car that's pretty close in front of me, the adaptive cruise control has slowed me down to about 10 miles under. We're going 69 miles right now. But when I move over to the left lane where there's a lot more room, you guys can already start to see the car is accelerating back up to the speed that I have it set to. It's set to 79. Oh, look at that, Zoe. That was an Ohio license plate. There's someone from Ohio. Honestly, I saw a lot of people yesterday flying in to Vegas from Ohio. I saw a lot of Ohio State people. I saw a couple people at Detroit Metro, because some people from northern Ohio, from like the Toledo area, will actually come here. Come to Detroit Metro Airport in Michigan, because it's pretty close. But yeah, that was an Ohio license plate. That was kind of cool. That's interesting. Remind me, are you in California, Jacob? I can't remember what state you're in. Actually, I'll just ask Siri. What state is Stepford County in? Oh, Connecticut. Okay. Why did I think you were in California? I forgot you were from the New England area. Right? Unless there's more Stepford counties. mean, like, we got Wayne County, Michigan. There's Wayne County, Pennsylvania. And Wayne County, there's probably others as well, in other states as well. Wayne County, Michigan also is where Detroit Metro Airport is. That's what the W stands for in DTW. Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County Airport. Hey, how's it going, Mosonic Daybreaker? How you doing? Good. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well as well. All right, sounds good. Thanks for coming on, Jacob. Good to hear from you. It's been a while. Thanks for hopping on for a little bit, and have a good rest of your day. Just trying, and you're trying to make YouTube content creator. Oh, okay. On Canva, yeah. Nice. The sound of the car, yeah. If I wasn't doing a live stream, I would have music on right now. But obviously, I'm not going to put music on because I don't want to get copyrighted. I mean, I always could do. I know. I've seen when Andrew Diesel does his live stream. Sometimes he'll put like uncopyrighted music on. But nah, I could do that, but I just prefer not to. Now the real question is, how far are we from Arizona? I'm gonna see if I can zoom out on the map. Nope, CarPlay won't let me zoom out. We're only about 55 miles away from our destination, so we'll be getting off the stream here in about 44 minutes, roughly. We'll be getting there at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time. We're going to lose an hour once we get into Utah. When we get to Arizona, we'll still be on the same time. Now, Arizona, fun fact, is on the Mountain Time Zone, but they do not do daylight savings. So at this time of the year, they're on the same time as places like Nevada, California, Oregon, and Washington. But during the time of the year when daylight savings is not going on between November and early March, you just don't see much going on. What am I saying? They're on their correct time, their correct mountain time. And that's the thing that kind of sucks about Arizona, them not doing daylight savings time. because that just means technically this time of year they're on Pacific time, but they're further east, which means the sun comes up earlier and sets earlier in the day. And in Vegas, that's exactly what happens. It gets bright out at 5:20 in the morning right now, and it's getting dark. It's getting dark at 7:55. I think was when the sun set last night. It's just too early for me. That's what I love about living in Michigan, being on the east part of the time zone, because the sun comes up around 6 a.m. and then it sets a little after 9 p.m. Just having more daylight, in my opinion, is just nicer. Like, push it later on. That's just my mindset, though. Hey, Hamza, how you doing? Been a while. Ooh, look at this. I just got a scam text from the Michigan State Department of Police or whatever it was. I didn't see the whole thing, but I know it was a scam notice because it said final notice June 10th. Make sure you pay. And if I wasn't on a live stream right now, I'd probably say a very bad word to them. And it looks like we are actually, I don't know if you guys can kind of see it to the right. It looks like and I better slow down. We're in a area where the speed limit's dropped, so we're gonna drop real quick the speed. There we go. Just because we're in a construction zone. But to the right, we're starting to see some cacti. But yeah, we're approaching a construction zone, so we got to slow down. Look at this. There's a freaking semi that's even going around me. Whatever. He's got a ticket with my name on it then. Actually, no, never mind. He can have my ticket. I said that wrong. Okay. And we're now out of the work zone, so that means we can go back up. I don't know what the point of that was, slowing the speed limit down. There's no one really working close to the road or anything like that right now, but hey, rules are rules, so we'll just like I said, I'm not here to get a ticket or cause any trouble, but plus the other thing too is driving in a foreign area like this, foreign for me at least, is it's a point where you play it a little more safe as opposed to driving at home. When I'm at home, I know what it's like a little bit more, so you can kind of, let's just say, go over the edge a little bit more. We'll just word it like that. But I'm gonna quickly take my phone off. I'm gonna throw it by the air vent for a second because it's starting to get hot. UV index is now up to 10. It's 97 degrees out. We're almost up to triple digits. So let's do this real quick. Kind of cool my phone down. That will do for now. we're slowing down now. Getting into a little traffic here. Oh, there's some police over there to the left. State police. Just goes to show that they, even though we're in an area where it looks like there wouldn't be a lot of police presence, there absolutely is. I actually think the vents, maybe I can. I just angled my vents upwards a little bit. I don't know how well the AC is going to hit my phone, but I think it might work a little bit. Time to cool off. Yeah, no kidding. The problem with speed, though, if the speed is going fast, then most likely, yeah. More often than not, what a lot of police look for, they're looking a lot, especially like highway driving. Service kind of dropped there for a second. I had to reconnect, but yeah, we're going down a 5% steep grade right now, as you guys can see, and my ears are popping. Yeah, we dropped down to LTE for data, but I just jumped back up to 5G, so we should be good. Probably just a small section of the mountains probably caused that to happen. $49 miles to St. George, but where we're going, it's going to be about like 7 miles south of like the big city. But we're getting there. We should be. I would think here in a bit we're going to be seeing the state border for Arizona. So we are going to go through like the very northwest corner of Arizona. That's the lane departure beep. Just getting a little too close to the. Yeah, as we start to go a little bit more downhill like we've been going, it's gonna start to get a little hotter. Higher up in elevation you go, the cooler it tends to be. Like when I was in Hawaii back in March, when we went up some of the mountains, like it was a lot more. It was a lot colder up there. Like it was in the 40s when we went up this one summit for one of the volcanoes on the Big Island of Hawaii. It was like 40 degrees up there. I was cold, and then after we were done, I said to my parents, "I'm like, all right, let's go back down. I'm too cold up here. We're supposed to be getting away from cold weather while we're in Hawaii." So that was kind of funny. Looks like we're starting to get into a little town here. Mesquite. I think that's how you pronounce that. I mean, it looks like mosquito just without an O. Mesquite. Mesquite Day? I don't know. There's a Flying J over there. I see a lot of those over in Ohio. Flying J airports. Gas stations. Excuse me. I hope not. Don't frickin' jinx anything, Kevin. How dare you come on here and say that? I would hope not. I mean, that's not. I mean, those are not fun. I know a lot of people that have been in bad accidents. Yeah, car crash really isn't a joke, man. Let's just say I've also been in accidents before. They're not fun. So, and then especially with a rental car, that would be horrible. But yeah, I would hope nothing like that would happen. I hope and pray it wouldn't. There's a golf course to our right. Nice, beautiful golf course. What city is this? Mesquite? Is that what we're in? Yeah, Mesquite. I think, however you pronounce that, that's where we're in. Do you do pavement road sounds? Huh? Casablanca Resort Casino and Spa. Well, depending on how much time and how quickly I leave St. George tomorrow, maybe I'm gonna come here. Maybe I'm gonna stop there and see what kind of elevers they have. There's a couple of resorts in the area. Oasis, yeah. There's another. There's something over there. Actually, it looks like a parking garage. Oh, no, that's a hotel. There's a hotel over there. It's right off the highway, too, so it's not far. It wouldn't be far out of my way. We're starting to see more palm tree presence up here, though. What happened? Did the stream drop for a second? Should be fine. We're in an area with I got 5G with 4 bars, so stream should be fine. If it lags for you, just hit the refresh the stream. Just try and refresh it if it's giving anyone issues. Dang, look at all these homes over here to the right. Just imagine living out here. You're in the middle of kind of in the middle of the desert, really. Nevada welcomes that. Oh, we must be getting on the border. We must be close. I would think so, because we're only about from where we're going to be going in St. George. We're literally 34 miles away. So I think we're coming up to the border here. Virgin River Casino. Yeah, there's definitely a handful of casino and hotels, stuff like that out here. Baseball field over there too. There's grass on it. They must have to. I wonder how often they have to water that grass for an area like this out here. Yeah, a lot of those. See, the thing is, I think this is asphalt we're driving on right here. A lot of bridges, they tend to be made out of concrete. Oh, yep. Here's the sign. Here, I'll move over here. You guys can see it more. Here we are. We're in Arizona now. All right, so we're now officially in mountain time, but because Arizona doesn't do daylight savings, there's no change in the time until we get to Utah. So that was the Arizona state border, state line that we just did. There's your Arizona law. Don't text, just drive. Buckle up, it's the law. Move down, move over, or slow down for stopped vehicles with flashing lights. Commercial vehicles must proceed to port of entry 30 miles, okay? So we're officially in Arizona now, everybody. It's kind of cool seeing the road signs on the highway because a lot of states out here, obviously, for the sake of me flying from Michigan, I'm not really going to be crossing too many state boundary lines by car. But for this trip, this little trip that I'm doing to Las Vegas and stuff like that, it's a little different. If only my good friend Ethan was on here right now. He used to live out here in Arizona. Actually, I think he comes out here every now and then. Flop Production 7, my good friend from the Scottsdale area. He's back in Michigan, though, and me and him do a lot of filming and stuff together, but if he was on here, I think he'd love seeing driving through Arizona. Yeah. Oh, you've been to Arizona in 2019? Nice. Last time I was here was 2023. I went to Scottsdale. Flew into Phoenix and stayed in Scottsdale. Stayed at another really nice resort out there. Talking Stick Resort. Very nice casino and resort there as well. They got some pretty cool tower elevators too. Otis was Series 2 and standard fixtures. But more often than not, for that hotel, you won't be able to get on. You won't. Well, I shouldn't say you can't, because it definitely is possible, but they do check for cards. But I did find there's a couple ways to get around that, actually, at that particular resort. You can take the stairs next to I think it's like the Orange 360 restaurant, one of the restaurants they have at the resort there. There's a stairwell right next to them, and you could take that, go up to like a different floor, and you could get around the spot where they check for cards. You also could walk outside and if you tailgate someone in through the bottom entrance doors, there's card scanners for guests to scan their cards to get into the hotel tower elevators. They check for cards there, but they weren't always there at that resort. They weren't always there checking for cards. And it's not like you'd have to scan a card to go through a door. You'd be able to walk through if no one's there checking for cards. northwest corner of Arizona, because I would think here in about 10 or 15 minutes we'll be entering Utah. I was trying to scroll up the chat and I accidentally closed out the stream, so sorry about the lag. So we got 11 people on here. Thanks for everyone that's been staying on here so far. Let's get a conversation going on the chat. What's one state you have not been to that you would like to visit? For me, I've been to about half of the U.S. states. From the West Coast, I've been to Hawaii, California, Arizona, Utah, Nevada now for this trip. Haven't been to New Mexico. Been to Colorado, Wyoming as well. One state that I haven't been to before that I think I would really like to go to would be Texas. That whole strip from North Dakota all the way down to Texas, that portion of the U.S. is like one spot I have not been to, where I haven't been to any of the states that are aligned north to south. But I've been to states like Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, obviously states that are around my area. Other states I think I'd want to check out would be South Carolina, North Carolina as well. So yeah, let's get a conversation going in the chat. What's a state that you haven't been to that you'd like to go to? Speaking of trips and stuff like that, when I was at church this morning, my mom and I went to church when we were in Henderson. We decided to go to Utah state line, 22 minutes. That's what this sign's saying. We decided to go to church. We were actually talking with one of the people there, and he's actually kind of familiar with Michigan. He's flown. He's actually gone to that airport in Romulus a few times. He actually referred to the airport as being in Romulus, which a lot of people that fly in there probably wouldn't realize that. Detroit Metro Airport's not actually in Detroit. It's actually in Romulus, which is a city that's 20 miles west of Detroit. It's still in the same county as Detroit, but it's just not over there. And that was a police officer we just passed. But yeah, it was kind of cool. It's always fun, to talk to people when you're far away from home, like me being from Michigan and me being now all the way out here in Arizona and Nevada. I mean, it's crazy, to talk to people that know the area a little bit. It's kind of nice to be able to relate like that. If Kevin's still on there, there's more pavement sound for you from the bridge that we just went over. That was the Virgin River we just went over. California. Oh, you were born. Oh, yeah, that's right. New Mexico. Yeah, New Mexico is like the one other state in this area that I haven't been to. So New Mexico is another spot as well. My good friend Will, awesome Will, that lives in Colorado. He goes to college in New Mexico. $330 miles to Salt Lake City, and then 25 to St. George. But again, where we're going to be going, we're about 21 miles away because we're going to the south part of St. George. That's the hotel I'm going to start off filming at. I'm going to kind of work my way north, so it just kind of makes sense. That way I don't have to go back and forth. Yeah, this is not a bad drive at all to get to St. George. A little under 2 hours, not bad at all. We've been live for a little over an hour and a half now, about an hour 38 minutes, so not bad. I hope you guys are enjoying the scenery and everything. Thanks, Neil. I'll check my DMs when I end the stream. Curves, mountain grades. Okay, next 11 miles. So look at this. It looks like we're going to be going through the mountains. And that would make sense why the speed limit's now dropping 10 miles. It's actually dropping even more. It's a good tip for any driver that see vehicles like that. The sign down, move over if you can as well. Look at this. I hope that we're not going to drop losing cellular out here. So taking this nice. Okay, we should be back now for a while. Hopefully we get some people back on here. I know we probably lost a few people. Nothing I can do about the lag, but for those that stay on here, I appreciate you guys that do. We currently are about first destination for where we're heading to here in St. George. Should be crossing the state border here in a few minutes. Yeah, we're out of the mountains now, so our cellular should be back. Yep, I'm back up to I'm back up to 3 bars of 5G. So if anyone's still watching, hit the like button and say hi in the chat or something as well. Awesome. Okay, glad to have you guys. At least a few people are still on here. Yeah, we were kind of in a dead zone for a little bit. Very scenic though, but at least I think I got most of it on the stream. But we're about to go over the Utah state border now. We'll be ending the stream here in a little bit, probably in less than 10 minutes. So we should be crossing the border. I need to see a milepost marker, and then I'll be able to know. Oh, Utah, Arizona, port of entry. Yeah. We're coming up to. Mile 29. Five people watching. Okay, good. Hey Hamza, glad you're still here. Thanks everybody that's stayed on and bared with me with the things. And here's the state border. Here it is. Utah. And there's the big sign right there. Welcome to Utah, life elevated. So on the stream, we've gone through, we've been in 3 different states. Started out in Henderson, Nevada, had a little time in Arizona, and now we are in St. George, Utah. We're going to be getting off the highway here off I-15 here in about 2 miles, 1.5. St. George, next 5 exits. Here we are. Awesome. And right there, Southern Parkway. That's going to be our exit coming up here in about a mile.
take exit 2 onto State Route 7 east towards Southern Parkway.
And the other good news about me doing this little one overnight trip here to St. George's, there'll be another hotel tour I'll get to film as well. Got a really good deal actually as well for this.
Take the exit, then keep left towards Sun River
Big
Parkway.
Shots Golf. Why does this look like a ripoff of a Top Golf here to the right? It probably
Use
is.
the left lane to keep left towards Sun River Parkway, then continue onto State Route
There,
7 west.
whatever it is, there's definitely an elevator in there, so maybe we'll hit that here in a bit.
Continue onto State Route 7 west, then turn right.
Yeah, guys, we are here. We're in St. George now. We made it. And the hotel is just a little further up there, so we're not far at all. Awesome. Which means time to start hopping off here in a bit. We're gonna end the stream here in about 4 minutes, and that'll be that. And I'm gonna go to do some filming. I'm gonna see what kind of scenic spots I can see around here as well, because there's a couple state parks. There's also a reserve as well that I would like to go look at while I'm here. I'm gonna do all that today, because tomorrow, being Monday, is going to be this car's way over the line. And tomorrow being a Monday, meaning all the office buildings are going to be open. But this is going to be where we're going to end.
Go past this light, then turn right.
Okay, it's just slightly past the light. But this Hampton Inn right here is where we're going to end the live stream for our driving session here today. I hope everybody that was on here enjoyed the stream. I hope it wasn't too bad the time that we were down and we weren't recording because of cellular stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed it and everything like that. It was my pleasure to do a stream for you guys. It actually helps me too, because then it helps pass the time while I'm driving. I get to talk to you guys. We get to talk and have a little nice little conversation and stuff like that. So anyways, we're pulling up here right now. I'm actually not staying in this hotel. It's just the first one that's the most south, so it just made sense to me that we would start things here.
You've entered the parking lot for your destination.
Filming wise, so good old Hampton Inn, Hilton property. Gonna be going here to see what kind of elevators they have here. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We're gonna end things here in about 2 minutes. Let's just, if you guys would like to talk here in the chat with me for a few more minutes before we hop off, got no problem to do that. Then I'm gonna get out and stretch my feet, because one thing's for sure, I'm a little cramped up from all that driving. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Anybody have any favorite parts? Any scenic spots that you guys liked in particular? But yeah, we are here finally now in St. George. So we'll hop off here in a few minutes. Thanks for all the likes and everybody that came on and showed a little support for me, and just wanted to chill with me for a little bit. The Vegas, yeah, absolutely. Probably one of my favorite parts too. I mean, I'm looking forward to going back there in a few days, because the Vegas Strip is pretty cool. I can't wait to go back, get some footage, and just see all the really cool casinos and hotels that they have there as well. So that will be really cool. I'm looking forward to doing that. All right, so here in about 2 minutes, we're gonna get off the stream. And yeah, that's a good drive for the most part. I mean, it wasn't too bad. It's actually nice, because all I had to do was just drive on Interstate 15 pretty much the whole way. I mean, just a little bit of turns and stuff from I-215 in Vegas to get to I-15, everything like that. It was perfect, you know. It really wasn't that bad at all, the drive. And we're just over 2 hours live now on the stream, so that's not bad at all. So, yeah, I think with that being said, we're going to end it here. Expect another stream. I will try to do one more, maybe Wednesday. Well, actually, Wednesday for sure there will be a stream on Royal King of the Rails. Probably do about an hour or so of a live stream, doing some rail fanning on the BNSF main line that runs through there, the BNSF Needles subdivision, named after Needles, California, because that's what it turns into. So that'll be a royal kick of the rails. Excuse me for yawning. And then yeah, there's also a chance I'll do a stream maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. We'll see. Maybe Thursday. I don't know. One of these days I will try to come on and do a short stream with you guys as well. I'm not going to do a stream driving back tomorrow. Just because I already did a driving stream for you guys. But yeah, we're going to end things off here at Hampton Inn by Hilton here in St. George, Utah. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank there for a second, but hope you guys enjoyed that stream and everything like that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time for the next stream. Until then, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.